Hello and welcome to the Long Island weather update after a warmer Friday and not quite as nice as yesterday. Even though yesterday had more clouds, I felt like I felt a little more comfortable yesterday. I noticed that there was a little bit of haze in the air today. I did go to the Pine Barrens. I'll have a video for you shortly. I was out there again, and I was struggling a little bit because it was just a little bit hazy. Yeah, I'll show you what it looked like when I got to. So we went to Wildwood Lake today. And you could definitely see the haze in the air. This is from Wildwood Lake around, I would say, 11:30. And you could see definitely a lot of haze looking toward the sun. Looking away from the sun, it was a little better. I mean, you could find a little bit blue sky out there, but it was a little bit of a haze there. But, nothing terrible. It wasn't really bad. But there definitely was a haze. This was later in patchy when the sea breeze kicked in. It seemed like it improved a little bit, but you could see that there was a little bit of a film in the sky, and that's all due to that wildfire smoke that we're still dealing with. So we're still dealing with it a little more today, I think, than we were yesterday, and it was definitely noticeable. Look at this picture I took later on here. Definitely noticeable here in this shot. You can definitely see the haze here, so I think I have a few more here. Let's see. Yeah, you can definitely see that haze in the sky. Got one more, yeah. Yeah, really, you can really see it here, Rockville Center. These aren't clouds. This is just haze in the sky from smoke from all those wildfires that are burning. So there's no getting away from it. It was better yesterday, but today definitely was a little more on the noticeable side for sure. But still got to see some pines, and it was still beautiful. Nice hike, though. Because I was just feeling the haze was getting to me. It just felt like I couldn't get enough energy, or not, it just weakens you. So looking at the satellite, you can see there weren't many clouds today. There may be a few pop-up clouds. We can roll this back to 84 frames, and you see there were mainly over New Jersey. There might have been a few over Long Island, but they were mainly over New Jersey and inland. These are higher level cirrus clouds that are coming in this evening. We'll be dealing with some more of those over the weekend. So let's go to our current conditions outside right now. And what do we got out there? 68 at Ronkonkoma. 70 at Farmingdale. Okay, so the alley isn't that far off. The alley is 73, so a little bit warmer. It was a lot warmer in the alley, though, this morning, I'll tell you. Like 10 degrees. It was ridiculous. It just doesn't cool off. Just does not cool off there. So you got to keep the AC going. 63 at West Hampton. Pine Barrens west of Temps River got down to 63 as well. So let's look at our high temperatures today. I think almost everybody got up to 80 degrees today. 81 at Islip, Ronkonkoma, 81 at Farmingdale, 81 at Shirley, 81 at West Hampton. Only cooler on the South Fork where they had some upper 70s. And then as we make our way toward New York City, also in the low 80s. 80 in Central Park, 82 at LaGuardia. And then let's see, Jersey probably was a lot warmer than that, though. 84, so yeah, more like mid-80s. They look at that, got up to 87 at the Hoyle Field. Now, what did it get down to this morning? 54. What a spread. Actually, not 50. What a spread. What a spread. That's like, 37 degrees? I mean, difference between the high and the low. That's how desert-like it is out there. That's how desert-like it is. In West Hampton, what did they get down to? They got down to 50. Also, 31-degree spread there. That's impressive. As you get in those desert-like areas in the Pine Barrens, it really is kind of a desert. Let's look at our lows. 50 degrees at West Hampton, 57 at Islip. So lows generally in the mid-50s. However, the city, LaGuardia, 66. That's pretty much like my alley, all right? 63 at Central Park. And then in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River, actually managed to get colder than West Hampton. Low at 48 there. Wow, that's pretty cool. And that's, because of those low dew points, those light winds and clear skies. However, the dew points have risen, so you'll notice the winds have shifted off to the southwest after mainly being from a westerly direction for a good part of the day here. You can see dew points were pretty low, right around 50 degrees. Even gotten some upper 40-degree dew points. And then when the wind went to southwest, you can see the dew points went up, the temperatures went down, and that was the effect of the sea breeze, although it wasn't that dramatic today. So let's go and look at what we have on the weather map. We'll go and let's look at the whole country here for a moment and talk about the heat. That there's a lot. The most of the heat is confined into the middle of the country here. You can see some excessive heat warnings here. Yeah. How about Vance Air Force Base, 94 with a dew point of 72. They're hitting 97 today. Yikes. That's brutal. And then we have a bunch of red flag warnings out in Montana. Let's see what we got here, and this is why. 90 degrees, dew point 45. Yeah, that's not good. Here's another example of 77 dew point 47. Southwest wind gusting to 35. So very dry conditions, windy conditions, hence the red flag warning. Also, red flag warning in effect for Nevada as well. Dealing with very low dew points. Yeah. Look at this one. Look at this one. 79 with a dew point of 10 degrees. 7% humidity. That's the kind of weather that you got to worry about wildfires. It really a concern. And what is this light pink here? Severe thunderstorm watch. So it's a severe thunderstorm watch for northern parts of Montana. And if we were to look at the radar, you'll see that there probably is some thunderstorm activity over there. Yeah, there is definitely some thunderstorm activity. Will it help with the red flag warnings? I have my doubts. I really do. I think that red flag warning, we're going to go back to the map and see when is that in effect to. Let's see what we got here. 9 p.m. So it goes to 9 p.m. this evening. I see there's an air quality alert. Probably wildfire smoke in this area right here. So that's pretty much what it looks like right now across the country. And the smoke obviously is definitely something we're going to be watching because I definitely noticed there's a little more of it off to the west. Let's go look at the CONUS view here. Let's go here and look at this. So you can see there's actually a little disturbance off the southeast coast here. Wonder if that's going to become something. And you can see a little bit of haze over here. Definitely some haze. There's some storms popping over here. Definitely some smoky haze in the middle of the country. That's for sure. And then there's a low that's coming into the west. This may actually help with things, maybe with the wildfire situation over there. So let's go look at the west coast right now. We'll start with Pacific Northwest first. Oh, it looks like there's a very big fire somewhere. Let's go ahead and look. So, looks like there's a big fire in Idaho. That's still going. That's really going like crazy. But it looks like there might be some rain coming into Idaho. So hopefully that will help. I see this system here. Hopefully it'll bring perhaps some rain. But there's a huge fire going on in Idaho right now. That is very, very big. That's incredible. Look at the smoke plume from that. That's why we have hazy skies all over. So this isn't going to show Montana. I have to go Northern Rockies. I think that'll show Montana because I think they have some fires there going as well. Oh, yeah. I see a lot of smoke. Yeah. There's some smoke over here, too. So this is Montana over here. It looks like, yep. They've got some wildfires there, too, as well. You can see these storms blowing up. I think that's Denver over there. So, yeah, definitely got some storms blowing up over there. And look at the north. And you can see a lot of smoke here. Let's go to the 60 frame here. Still see smoke. Yeah, I still see smoke over here. Smoke all over Canada. Smoke look at it all the way in the Arctic. We have smoke. Yeah, there's still smoke there. It almost looked like something might have just started there in Saskatchewan province again. Some more fires. So let's go and look at that. Doesn't really show Saskatchewan too well, but it looked like there was some fires going. I also have the MODIS satellite as well. We can look at that, and you can see that's a big fire there going in Montana. That it looks like it even has a pyrocumulus cloud and some fire south of there. That's not good at all. That is not good at all. In Wyoming, there's some fires too. So Montana, Wyoming, and then we have fires still going in Alberta, Saskatchewan. Yeah, that one looks like a new one. So, yeah, well, the haze from this wildfire smoke we're not done with it yet, unfortunately. And you can see it's getting pushed to cold. It's all over the Arctic, too. So, it's not a good thing at all. And we're going to talk more about this on Sunday. But the other thing we got, tropical systems in the Pacific. The Pacific is very active. Looks like 3 systems here. Now, the Atlantic, nothing going on in the Atlantic. It's all in the Pacific. I don't usually talk about the Pacific too much, but we have Gilma. Yeah, this is the other system that they're watching here, 80% chance. But this is Gilma right now. Hurricane Gilma. Maximum sustained winds of 105 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 168 millibars. And this is moving toward, it's going to affect Hawaii, perhaps. That will have to be watched as well. That's Eastern Pacific. Actually, Hawaii may be more like Central Pacific. Yeah, because we have Hone, too. This is the one that's going to affect Hawaii, Hone. And it looks like there is a tropical storm watch for the big island of Hawaii. And it could actually briefly become a hurricane, too. So, yeah, I don't usually talk about the Pacific too much, but, yeah, there definitely is. That's definitely an issue, going to be an issue for Hawaii. So let's go look at, I think we looked at all that. We're going to go to the weather maps here. And just look, see high pressure is over us. High pressure pretty much stays over us throughout the weekend. So more or less fair weather, though the more temperatures and the humidity will be on the increase. So here's a look at the surface map from the GFS. High pressure stays in control, but you notice it starts taking more of that Atlantic ridge for me. It's more out in the it's to the east of us, so that means we get that return southwesterly flow, which brings in more warmth and humidity through the weekend. So we'll go ahead and look at the HRRR now. And we should have almost the full HRRR in. We don't quite, but it's enough. So we're dry tomorrow. No threat for showers, and I think most of Sunday should be dry too. So shouldn't have any issues with rain, concerns with rain. So our dew points, here you go. So tonight we have a light west-southwesterly wind. We start with a northwest wind tomorrow, and then that becomes south. So the dew points will still stay manageable. We might actually go back dew points in the 50s when the winds go back to the northwest, and then when they shift to the south, the dew points will rise again. Now for Sunday, we start off with a west wind, and then it also becomes southerly. So similar setup for both days. All right. Temperatures, obviously, because of that. Tonight, I don't think we're dropping as much. Maybe there might be 50s in the Pine Barrens, but I think most locations will see 60s. And then for Saturday, definitely much warmer day. Temperatures will probably get into the low to mid 80s across Long Island, pops upper 80s in Jersey. And then for Saturday night, not cooling off that much. I mean, if you're in a cool spot, you might see some 50s, maybe some low 60s. It won't be that warm of a night, but it'll be definitely warmer than it has been at night. And then similar deal Sunday, maybe close to the 90 in Jersey on Sunday. But it'll definitely be well into the 80s pretty much everywhere. The sea breeze will come in. It'll drop the temperatures on the South Shore. But in the middle of the island, I'm not so sure about that. So let's go and look at the soundings. So we'll look at the just to show you that we will have some clouds around tomorrow. Well, let's see, probably mostly of the high-level variety. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, see there's some upper-level moisture that we will see tomorrow. So that's going to be like higher-level clouds that we're going to have to see tomorrow. All right. We can look at the GFS as well and see what it has for temperatures. Pretty much agrees with the HRRR. Again, 90 possible if you're in Jersey, I think. Maybe even Western Nassau could get upper 80s. Mineola probably is going to roast because it's so damn hot here. It's almost as hot as Jersey. Not quite, but it's almost there. Actually, if you averaged it out, I think actually it's warmer here than Toms River because of the fact it doesn't cool off at night. So anyway, let's go and look at our skies. This is the GFS again showing those high clouds that we're going to be dealing with tomorrow. And then Sunday, we're also going to be seeing some high clouds passing by, perhaps. Still be plenty of sunshine, but there'll be definitely some high clouds and perhaps some jet junk in the sky at times. We'll go to the head to the RGEM. RGEM's a little more optimistic with that. This is tomorrow, not showing that. It shows just most of the cirrus stays off to the south. And then for Sunday, the RGEM isn't showing much in the way of clouds at all. Maybe some spotty clouds, and that's it. So, you know the GFS always makes it look worse than it actually is. So we may actually get away with some decent skies this weekend if it's not that hazy. So here we go. Speaking of haze, let's go and look at the smoke models. Next, 21Z RAP, vertically integrated smoke. I'm only going to show the vertically integrated smoke one, but you can definitely see there is definitely going to be some smoke coming out of Mont. Oh, yeah. it really has. It's actually forecasting that smoke to make it into our area perhaps sometime next week. And then maybe some near-surface smoke there, too, as well, perhaps. I know you want to see the near-surface smoke, right? Okay, so we'll show you that one. And, but it definitely felt like there was some smoke near the surface even today. Some of these models just don't pick up on it, I think. It's not really showing near-surface smoke to be an issue for us. It's mainly going to be maybe some smoke aloft at times. That's that model, and now we can go look at the HRRR smoke model as well. And we should have, well, we don't have the full 0Z running, so I'd have to go back to the 18Z run if I want to go through the whole weekend, because tomorrow night, Saturday night, I don't do the weather update. I won't be one tomorrow night. So let's go and look at this model and see what it has here on the vertically integrated smoke. Here we are going into tomorrow, and definitely showing a little more of that getting in here, especially as we head towards Sunday. Yeah, a couple of waves of it coming in, so we may see more haze in the sky coming through this weekend, I think. So lastly, we'll go over our statistics for today. And oh, that's right. This still doesn't work. There's a problem with that. So what we have to do, actually this is better. Just pull it up like this. And high of 81 at Islip, low of 58. High of 81 right at normal. The low of 58, 7 degrees below normal. So that still puts us 3 degrees below normal for the day. Central Park. Let's do Central Park. Central Park got up to 80 and a low of 62. 3 degrees below normal for the high, 6 degrees below normal for the low, and 4 degrees below normal for the day. So enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.